All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Chris, the Batman statue collector, and we have one heck of a show for you tonight. So welcome to Rogues Gallery Live. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Like I said, this is Rogues Gallery Live. I hope everybody is doing great. And I want to thank the 138 people already in the chat with us. That is fantastic. I hope that audience grows. I know it will. Thank you so very much for being with us tonight. We have a very, very special show and a very, very special guest joining us once again from Queen Studios, Mr. John. How's it going tonight?
Hi, very well, thank you. How are you guys?
We're doing great.
Good.
I guess it's morning where you are, right?
Yes, just gone past 8 a.m. here. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you being up bright and early for us on Rogues Gallery Live. That's awesome. Thanks for being here.
No worries. It's great to be here.
That's awesome. We also have Mr. Eric B with us tonight.
Hey guys, hope everyone's doing good. Excited for tonight's show and really enjoying the view over John's shoulder right now.
That's right. We definitely have some teasers and reveals to show us tonight, which is going to be very, very exciting, including one that I see right over his shoulder, which is very, very cool. And also we have Mr. Jeff Morris with us tonight.
Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well.
We're doing great. Again, just it's so cool that Queen Studios is back with us once again, all leading up to Wonderfest, which is very exciting. And that's this weekend. Is it just one day or is it multiple days, John?
It's 2 days and it will start on Sunday, the 13th, I think, and end on Monday, the 14th. So I think for most US-based followers and collectors, I think it would mainly be your Saturday and Sunday.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Well, we are very, very excited, and I think maybe you're going to be able to get us some booth tour footage, right?
Yeah. So our plan is to try and make this as interactive as possible, which is not always easy. But what we'll be doing is having a booth tour on the Sunday, around 6 p.m. China time. That's what we're aiming for. And then in our Facebook collector group, we'll be sharing images pretty much throughout the day. We'll create some polls so we know what you guys want to see. And then if you guys say, I want to see more of the Darkseid, or I don't know, maybe the MK7, just send us a message on the group. We'll try to get more photos and then we'll post them in the group. So hopefully we'll be your eyes and you just request. That's what our goal is.
Well, that is awesome. And, one thing I've said many times about Queen Studios, how fan friendly you guys are. You guys really listen to feedback. You really are willing to make changes. And that's just so awesome. And it's just so great that you're going to be willing to listen to the community. And so I know a lot of people are very, very excited about that event this weekend. So we're going to talk about all of that tonight. We've got some official brand new reveals, official photos that have never been shown before. So I'm really excited about that. We also have, you're going to be doing us a little tour here of your facility there at Queen Studios headquarters, which is very cool. We also have some other surprises that we're going to be sharing with you this evening. So definitely stick with us the whole time because we've got some major announcements on the show that I know a lot of you are going to be very excited about. And so before we get started, are you okay with we say hello to some people in the chat?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We've got SBB333 is here. Hello. He says, just got my Queen Studios mask yesterday. Queen rules. That's awesome. Shutter 350D says, good luck with the show. Thank you for being here. We've got Brotherhood member Sir Double Ches in the house. Jason Ludwig is saying, wonder what's going to be new on the show. So we're going to find out. I've got Midnight Dip. We've got Lazy Lover. Hello to you. Nathan Chaffman. Comics and Gore. We've got the Extreme channel. Mr. X is in the house. Thanks for being here. Josh McCoy is here. Kevin Zamora says, my wallet just slapped me. That's very true. We've got Matt T in the house. I hope everybody's doing well. Yes, we are. Thank you very much, Matt. We've got Titan Procurement is here from Trinidad. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. Hello to you. Says, RIP my wallet. Yes, that's right. We're going to be definitely spending some money for sure. Let's see. Jonathan is here. Hello to you. We've got Board Cube 1 of 2, another Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here. Marco is here. Hello to Marco, the Pimricas. Let's see. Sorry, my screen just jumped there. Let's see. We got Edwin Diaz in the house. Hello to you. Superman is here. Excited for tonight. We are too. We're very excited. Thanks everybody for being here. We got 180 people right now in the chat. That's fantastic. Anthony Henry is with us. We got Elijah Mack. Kevin's here. Hello, Kevin. Marco, thanks for being here, Marco. Astronomer's World is here. We got Gotham's Mind, another Brotherhood member. Thank you. Says hello to the community. We've got Lynn Hansen. Alejandro is here with us. Brotherhood member Ezra is here. Eric Garcia. Let's see. We've got Captain Trenchcoat. It says evening back crew. Thank you for being here. We've got Primo Collectibles in the house. Say hello to you. That's awesome. It's awesome. Kickback is here. Them Batman throne pieces. Yes. I think we might have a chance to see one of those this evening, I think. Anthony Henry is here. Let's see. J-Rod is here. Dark Ranger 7. Hey, Kevin. Patrick Riley. Nicholas Capote is here. Ro Moreno. We've got a lot of folks in here tonight. This is awesome. Chris and Logan. Thornton is here. Hello to you. Hello to you. I'm a collection toy. Ro is here. Poor boy. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody here. Mike Stainbrook. Everybody saying hello to Mr. X. Aaron Garcia. Let's see. SD Adder. Hope we get a bit more on the Batman Who Laughs on Throne. I think we might see a teaser of him tonight. Got Badman. Let's see. Josh B is here. Let's see if I make sure I get everybody. Master Killer. Good morning to you. Anthony Henry. Darkseid. Yeah, people are seeing the Darkseid over your shoulder. Everybody's very excited about that. And John's going to give us some close-ups here in a bit so we can see him a little bit better. So stay tuned. We're going to get a full tour here. I'm very excited about that. Shutter 350D says hello to everybody. Let's see. Queen Studios is in the house. I love it. We've got Wanda Quinn. Let's see. 5034 is here. Hello to you. Exotic Carfax official channels. It says Queen Studios is on fire. Can't wait for that 1/3 scale Catwoman on Batpod. You are not alone, my friend. We're all very excited about that piece. I cannot wait to see that thing. I got Collector Zone in the house. Gian says Tennessee in the house. Hello to you. AJ says Yondu bust one day. Maybe we'll get a Yondu. Daniel is here. Can't wait to see what's coming. Ryan says ordered the Vision life-size bust, my first Queen Studios piece. That's awesome. That's a great piece. Ready for the Batman on Throne by Queen Studios. We're going to see that. Persona Collector. We got Titan Procurement. Lost Dagger. We got a lot of new names here tonight. This is fantastic. David Maximoff. Merv. I think we've said E. Stark. I think we've said a lot. Carlos. We've got so many people here tonight. This is fantastic. That's awesome. Extreme Channel says Queen Studios Wonder Woman arrives tomorrow. That's exciting. That's fantastic. That's really cool.
I think he's frozen up.
That wouldn't be the first.
No, he should be back shortly. Everybody just be patient and we will get started as soon as...
I'm busy cleaning my drink. I just spilled
as soon
all
as
over
the
place.
interweb gods release Chris.
Gonna have to get him a wired connection for Christmas. Or
Yeah.
something.
There. Oh,
And that was two of them. Wow.
There I am. I'm not sure. Let me remove. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. My bad. That's my bad. I don't know. Something happened with my connection, so I don't know. I do apologize for that. So anyway, what I was saying is we got lots of reveals to talk about tonight. And again, thanks to everybody that's here watching the show. I really appreciate that. And you want to get into some of the reveals here?
Let's do it.
All right. All right, let's start with this guy right here. This is a big reveal from today. And this, of course, is a life-size Iron Man bust. John, do you want to tell us a little bit about this thing?
Yes, so we shared the teaser for the Iron Man bust yesterday, and we've been working on this one for a while. So, as most people know, we're big fans of Iron Man. We've made quite a few busts now. So this one is licensed for sale in China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Korea, and Japan, Brazil. So this bust in particular, we spent a lot of time on this because unlike the Iron Man Mark 85 and the Mark 50, which is a lot more sleeker, the Mark 7 has a lot more compartments and things like that. So we wanted to really show the details in the bust. And the color is also very different. So we've been working hard behind the scenes to get that a deep, dark red color. And yeah, today we're happy to share the exclusive first images with the collectors, and we just love to collect the feedback, see what people think.
It is just so impressive. I love the color on this. And going through these photos earlier today, like it's just amazing. Like you said, all of these details and all of these compartments. It's just really incredible what Queen Studios has done here. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. Guys, I cannot see the chat while I'm in the photos, so if there's anybody making comments or you'd like to highlight anything, please speak up for the chat. Okay, guys?
Okay.
yeah.
I'll kind of give you guys some more views here of this. Again, incredible details. I'm just blown away by all of these weapons in his shoulder. It's
All
just-
those little missiles.
It's just so great. I don't think I've ever seen a bust with this much detail in it before.
Does that like pivot and open and close or anything like that? Or is it like
I'd have to confirm. At the moment, I've only seen the prototype, which is sat behind me, and at the moment it's a little bit more fragile. So we'll confirm if they open and close.
okay? Oh, looks good
yeah.
open.
Yeah, with the half scale MK7, I think it can open on the sides to reveal the missiles.
So cool. This is one of my favorite busts that you guys have done. I just think it's just really, really good. So I just love all the detail. And I really like the color. I like that darker color.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the detail on the underarm looks pretty accurate.
Yeah, there's always most collectors know these busts, not the busts, the Iron Man armors really well. So if there's anything you spot that you think, oh, this is not right, we can always change it. But so far, we're pretty sure we're very close here. And especially with the color, our artists have spent a lot of time to just spray and get this dead on.
I appreciate that commitment, because there have been some statues over the years that have come out with Iron Man and the color's just not right. And so to put that much thought into it, we collectors really appreciate that a lot, because you can definitely identify if the color's off, for sure. I love the shoulder. I mean, just all of these weapons. It's just so cool. Really neat. So much detail. And will this be on display at Wonderfest?
Yep. So this will be on display at Wonder Festival over the weekend, and it should be sitting side by side with the MK85, the MK50, and the Rescue bust. That's
awesome. You can really see the details now. Will this have a light up feature in this one?
Yep. We always try to include a light feature where we can. It makes it look way better on display. So yeah, the method to light it up, we're not sure yet. With some of the previous Iron Man busts, we've used like a remote. For this one, it might just be plug in and then a switch on the back. Because the arc reactor can't remove on this one, so.
That's really cool. The arc reactor looks really nice on this one. I like it. It's buried deep in this armor. It's really nice. I tend to like the older armors better than some of the newer armors, so I really appreciate this. And I know you guys are also doing the Mark III, correct?
Yep. So the Mark III, we're hoping to display at the event as well. It depends on a few different things, so we hope we can display. But yeah, like you mentioned, some of the older Iron Man armors or some of the first Marks, they're a lot more mechanical, so it's a lot more fun to see and to look at. Whereas the Mark 50, Mark 85 are a lot sleeker and more like aerodynamic looking. These are more mechanical. It's more interesting to look at, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think these just look so spot on, and again, just so much detail. And it looks like
a lot of favorable comments in the chat.
That's awesome. People are really liking it.
They appreciate the detail.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a big hit for you guys. I think it's really well done. I think a lot of times even like the faceplate isn't always the right color, and I feel like you guys have really nailed it here too. I just think everything looks really crisp and clean. Paint work looks really nice. I continue to be impressed with what Queen Studios is putting out. It's just incredible.
Awesome. With the Iron Man bust in particular, with the Mark 50. I'm sure most collectors know we had a series of setbacks with that. So what's changed is that we've recently got our own workshop in South China where we make all of them in-house. Before we used to partner with other companies. So all of our Iron Man busts in particular, we're working on ourselves, and the quality is way higher than before. We've been able to actually, from the prototype to the final production piece, it's pretty much the same. We can create the same accuracy, which will hope you guys see when the MK85 ships.
That's really good news for collectors. That's really awesome that you guys have been able to make that change for the betterment of the product. And it's just so nice. There have been companies over the years where, the prototype looks so much better than what you get in hand. And it's so nice to know that, basically what the prototype looks like is what you're going to get. And that's always really great to hear.
Yeah, there's always slight variations because it's not a mass-produced product like an iPhone. But yeah, we'll try and get it as accurate as possible for each one and try and make them look exactly like you see now.
That's awesome. Well, this is an above head view. So this one will have a little bit of depth with the, I don't know, what do you call them? The wings in the back of the flight wings.
I think they're breaking flaps.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that gives you a little bit of a dimension there. Again, just that underarm detail is really amazing.
Oh, the pistons on the upper part.
I like the way it looks kind of like rusted already. You know, it looks like, you know, really weathered and detailed. It just looks so cool.
With every project we do, we learn something new. So a lot of the work we did on the Transformers busts last year, that transfers over because the Transformers busts are very mechanical as well, like the car parts. So we've learned a lot about that, and we're trying to each time try to bring something new to each bust to try and get that detail to the next level.
That's really awesome. Well, your artists are incredible to put that kind of detail in. It's really impressive. Got a few more photos of the studio photos, and I've got some photos for you guys from your display. Seeing it next to some other Iron Man busts, but again, I'm really impressed with the color. I really love it on this one. I always say that if I wasn't a Batman collector, I would be collecting Iron Man. And after seeing some of these busts this week, I'm still contemplating getting a few of these because I love these busts.
You're on your way with that Iron Man Lego last night. So.
That's right. I just made an Iron Man Lego helmet last night on the show, so that was fun. This one obviously looks way, way better. It looks awesome. I love it. Really cool. So here we have some on display. So which are the other Iron Man that we're seeing here? Obviously, the one we're talking about here is here in the middle.
Yep. So in the foreground is the MK85. So this should be the production piece that arrived in our office this week. So we're hoping to start shipping very soon. That's the goal anyway. And then in the background, you'll be able to see the MK50. I think it's the clean version, the MK50.
That's awesome, and both of those versions are really awesome as well. I really like I think it's the battle damage. I see the battle damage now back there. I love that. I love that battle damage on that. Is that something that you guys would do on any of the more recent busts? Is do a battle damage version, or is that going to be exclusive to that particular bust?
We have a surprise the weekend that will be battle damage, but I don't want to say what it is just yet. So.
Okay, that's awesome.
In the next few days, over the weekend, if you've got some spare time, check in on the Queen Studios collectors group and on our channel, and you'll see a surprise Iron Man statue that will have some battle damage to it.
That's exciting. That's awesome. I always like the battle damage versions. I always think it's cool. And the cool thing about these photos is, sometimes you don't always, the studio shots are always great, but sometimes they don't always capture like they do with real light. And that's what I love about these shots. I like these shots even better because they really let us see, what it's going to look like in hand. And there you can really see that darker red compared to the other bust behind it. And I love that red color from those original suits. It looks so good.
Yeah, agree.
Really great detail. What are people saying in the chat, guys?
Probably one of the best Iron Man pieces I've seen.
Yeah, I mean,
lucky I'm not into Iron Man. This looks really nice.
Same here. This is blowing me away. It's like I just want to get them all right now.
I know.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about this line is if you're a big Iron Man fan, to be able to collect all of these busts and have them on display, it just would look insanely good. Like it just would look like that Hall of Armor, Just really cool. I really like this one a lot. There you can, again, see the three of them there, and they even have it next to their half-scale piece, which is also incredible.
Yeah, in terms of, like you just mentioned, the Hall of Armor. So in the last few months, we've released a few different Iron Mans at different scales. And we've had a lot of comments like, oh, not Iron Man again. Why Iron Man? Change the name to Iron Man Studios or something like that. But the reason why is because we have like a big vision in mind where we want to create like an iconic armor series. So for the busts, the quarter scales, the half scales, and even the 1-to-1 scale statues. Hopefully, the collectors of the different scales can put them side by side and then have like Iron Man through the years. So from Iron Man, from the first movie right up until Endgame, we'll choose the most iconic armors and hopefully have them side by side.
That's really awesome. I love when, we talk about on the channel where, you have a bust next to, like, let's say a CGC comic, or you have a bust next to a quarter scale or a half scale bust or a half scale figure. It's just, they complement so well together. It just really looks so good. And again, seeing these all next to each other, it really does make me want to get them all because it just looks so fun. Did you have, are the busts more popular than some of the full size scale statues, or are you seeing popularity for both?
So it depends. Our licenses are in China and Southeast Asia and Asia, so Taiwan, Macau, Hong Kong, Korea, and over here the houses are a little bit smaller. So in general, the quarter scales, I think the same in Europe. The houses are smaller, so the quarter scales people have room for, whereas the busts, they have less room. But we found out with the busts, they are still popular because what people will do, like you mentioned, Chris, is they'll have the bust side by side against like a quarter scale or something like that. Or they'll have like a movie poster. And it's just all comes down to planning of the room and the different collector. Well,
and that's what I love about this line is you give them so many options. Of if you have a favorite armor, you're going to be making one. It's very exciting to be doing that. Do you guys have any plans? And maybe you don't know this yet, but do you have any plans to do maybe the Mark I, which is a very, very different Iron Man suit?
So I can reveal that we will be showing a Mark I half scale statue at Wonder Festival. But
oh my gosh,
so far,
that's going to be insane. You said half scale?
Yep, half scale.
Oh my gosh, that thing's got to be awesomely massive. That is exciting news. Oh, I bet people are going to flip out for that.
Yes, yeah, so
that's always.
This one's like one of the dream pieces we want to make because it's like the armor that sort of kickstarted the whole universe pretty much. So yeah, we're really excited for that, and hopefully we get some good feedback. The plan is to show it at this weekend's Wonder Festival. We just need to have another final word with Marvel and confirm a few things, and then once they give us the go ahead for sure, we can display it. In terms of the bust, I'm not sure yet.
Well, that'd be a really big bust too.
Yeah,
It'd be like the size of your Thanos probably, which was that second Thanos, which was massive, just so cool. But yeah, that's really exciting news about the Mark I. That's awesome. Congratulations to everybody that's going to pick that one up. That's going to be incredible. I think this is the last photo I have of the Iron Man pieces. Is there anything else you want to say on this piece before we move on to the next set of photos?
Not a right lot. To be honest, what we want to do is when we share these photos, we just want to get as much feedback, as much comments as possible. That helps us learn and improve. And if there's anything we can change, now's the time. Because once we start the pre-order and start making it, then it's harder to make those changes.
Let's see if there's anybody here in the chat that has. Does anybody have any questions for John about the Iron Man pieces? Is there anything that you didn't like about it? Is there anything that you would like to see tweaked? I didn't see anything wrong with it at all. I felt like it's going to be really amazing.
Yeah, I don't see any negative comments in
No.
the comment section. Jeff's the Iron Man expert. He should know. So
it looked, to the best of my memory, I mean, it looked really accurate. The arc reactor looked really nice because it had depth to it and you could see the workings of it. Whereas a lot of times when they do the older armors, you just get a piece of plastic or something on it and it has no interior or no depth to it, just a lot. So that was really nice to see that.
Let's see. We have a suggestion here, maybe for future releases. They would love to see a remote control to turn on the lights. Some sort of remote. That'd be pretty neat.
That's cool.
Yeah, we did that on the Mark 50, and and I think there was a few problems in some places where charging it and the batteries and that kind of thing, shipping with batteries, there's a few issues. So we'll review it for sure and try to find the best way.
Power Team brings up a good point. So a lot of times with the bus, you have a nameplate. Not all collectors like nameplates, so possibly like some type of plug if you don't want to use the nameplate.
Yeah, that's something that we've seen in the comments a lot, and we've spoken with the art director about it, and that's something we're trying to figure out. Because some people do like the nameplate, so we're trying to figure out the best way to do it. Because when you do take it away, sometimes there's a little gap. Yeah. So if there is like some sort of plug, how do we make it look flat and against the base? So we're still working on a solution for that.
Somebody said, are you making any adjustments to the Mark 85 half scale?
At the moment, I think a lot of people are saying it's quite fat from what I remember. So we had similar comments about the Batman, one-third Batman, that he was too thin. So usually when we get those comments, what we'll do is we'll aggregate them. We'll just copy and paste them all into like an Excel document, and we'll just see how many people think it is fat or is not. Because if it's just one or two people, we can't just completely redesign the statue for one or two. So it's really important to get that feedback, because the more people that give us the comments, the more we can say actually 80% people say it's too fat, and we'll make the change. So right now I think we're reviewing it, but we can't just make a change for one or two. We need as many comments as possible.
That's right. So, be vocal, guys. This is what we have a voice with companies like Queen Studios, so we need to use it. And so I think that's awesome, again, that you're willing to listen like that. Titan Procurement says, forget a remote control. You need to do voice activation. Hey, Jarvis. If the mask comes up or something, that'd be pretty awesome someday. That'd be cool.
So going back to the nameplates, actually brings up a good point. What about making them magnetized? Oh, there you
go. Yeah, so maybe what we'll do is we'll try to create like a post about the nameplates in particular, put it in the community group, and we'll just get all the ideas, and then we can just basically put them on the wall and feel like, okay, can we try this? And we'll just shortlist it down and try and find a solution. I think that's the best way, because I think most collectors know what they want. So if it's magnetized, we'll look into the different options and we'll find out the best way.
Ryan is saying, where's the best place to leave Queen Studios feedback? I'm assuming your Facebook groups?
Yeah, so the best place is the Facebook group. Maybe if there's any more suggestions, what we want to do is create like a review system on our website. So maybe like a wall or something like that. The other way would be to email Queen Studios directly. So you can find the email address on our website. And then you can always just send us a message directly on Facebook Messenger. Someone's on that at least 8 hours a day, and then they'll reply within 24 hours.
That's awesome. Again, great customer service there. That's fantastic. A lot of people are asking, would like to see a Ironmonger. They would like to see that character. I think that'd be pretty incredible too. That's one of my favorites from that first Iron Man film.
Yeah, I'll have a word and see if we can do like a villain series. Carry on with the Thanos and then Ironmonger.
That'd be neat. That'd be awesome. Somebody also suggested maybe a flickering arc reactor for one of the damaged pieces. That would be kind of neat too, if that could be done.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
that's awesome. All right. So, any other questions? Do you guys have any, Eric or Jeff? Do you have any other questions about the Iron Man piece before we'll move on to Darkseid?
Good. I love everything I've seen so far. So.
Yeah, everybody seems to be very positive about that piece. So that's really great news. That's awesome. All right, let me go back into my photos again. And we'll go back into here and we'll take a look. We did see this on your teaser countdown, but this, of course, is going to be a life-size bust here of Darkseid. Tell us a little bit about this piece.
Yeah, so this one we've been working on for a while. Since we knew like the Snyder Cut was going to be revealed, we've been working on like a few different collections from the Justice League movie and the Darkseid. We've been planning for a while, and it's just there's a lot of detail to this bust. which you'll see throughout the pictures. So we've been working hard behind the scenes to try and capture the character and try to catch the mass. We can't have the full arms and anything like that because it would make it really expensive to ship, that kind of thing. But yeah, these are the prototype work in progress images right now. So this is what we're showing. And then on the back, we have a surprise as well, which I think you can see here.
I saw this earlier today. Thank you very much for showing me. And this is just such a cool little Easter egg here as part of this bust. And again, this is just going to be a phenomenal piece. Is this as big as your, let's say, your Thanos bust, your original Thanos bust that you did?
It's slightly bigger than the first Thanos bust because I think there's more shoulder like on the roll of the arm, whereas the original Thanos bust we used the armor and we could cut in from the side of the armor. So this one's sort of like in between the original Thanos bust, the Thanos 2.0. It's sort of in the middle, so it's pretty huge. I sent some photos to you earlier. I'm not sure if you have them with our one of our founders sat next to it, just to give some scale.
Let me see if I can get it real quick. It said here are some extra pictures, but it never went through.
Okay, I can see if I can get someone to send those to you.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem. Let's see if whenever they come on, I'll add those we can go back and look at them. But again, just an incredible piece, and it's just so cool to see that he's going to be so massive. And just what a major presence in your collection. And then you're also going to do a Steppenwolf as well, correct?
Yep, that's correct. Yep. So we have a few different scales planned for the Justice League collection. So got the two villains, Darkseid and Steppenwolf. And then we've seen loads of comments about where Superman. So there will be a Superman Henry Cavill bust eventually. It won't be at this Wonder Festival, but hopefully there should be another Winter Wonder Festival in November in Beijing. So hopefully by then we can show.
It's exciting. Well, I do want to bring up. I have a few photos I'm going to pop up here on the screen. So this is the reveal that you guys had day 10, and this is that life-size Steppenwolf bust. Will collectors be able to see this on display at Wonderfest as well?
Yep. So everything in the reveal will be showing at the event.
That's awesome. That's really, really cool. And this has to be a massive piece as well.
Yeah, so I haven't seen this one yet. So I've just seen the same as you. So it should be pretty big.
That's awesome. So we have Steppenwolf there, and then you guys also revealed this Darkseid here. What scale is this? Is this a half scale?
No. I think it's 1/4. I'd have to check. We had so many different products recently, so many new collectibles. I forget which one's which. I think it should be 1/4.
And that looks really incredible too. So again, this would be something that you could pair up with that bust really easily if you bought both. To have that, like we were talking about earlier, to do that combination, which is just going to be awesome. I want to hear what people are saying about. The bust. Let's see. Mr. X asks, is Darkseid silicone or is he going to be fully sculpted?
It should be fully sculpted. From what I've seen, fully sculpted. Yeah.
That's
like the
awesome.
Thanos 2.0 that we released recently.
That's awesome. So I think that'll be nice. I know that there's some people that are still a little worried about the longevity of silicone over the years. So again, that's something that you don't have to worry about. If it's fully sculpted, it's going to last forever.
Yeah, with the longevity in the silicone, one of our plans is to just share more information over the next few months, because our US license for the silicone busts should start in the next month or two. So we could either Captain America 1-to-1 life-size bust should either be dropping at the end of June or July. So what we want to do is, in prep for that, we want to share more information about the silicone, interview some experts, our silicone artists, and also some custom makers around the world, and then we can share that information with you guys.
So that's kind of breaking news right there that you guys are coming to America with these licenses. So that's really, really exciting news for people in North America. That's fantastic.
Yeah, in terms of distribution, we've had a few meetings with Sideshow. We're trying to get across the line. But with our 1-to-1 busts and half-scale silicone statues, that's our license, so we can enter straight away. We already have a partnership with ECC, Elite Creature Collectibles. Those guys make some incredible pieces as well, so we're going to partner with them to bring our busts to the US.
Well, that is incredible news. That is fantastic news. Thank you for kind of breaking that here tonight. I think a lot of collectors' wallets now are screaming in America because that's going to be very exciting news, especially with that Captain America. That's going to be awesome.
Is that a movie, Captain America, or comic book?
Movie. So we have we have the Captain America life-size bust, which might or might not have the Thor's hammer within. And then we also have the half-scale statue as well from the movie. I think it's from Endgame, both of them.
Oh.
Well, I think that's going to be incredibly popular.
Yeah.
Especially if you incorporate his shield into it somehow. Like, I don't know if that's in the works, but oh my gosh,
yeah,
that is
not
crazy.
Just yet. Yeah. I think that's the trouble with that one is we'd need a extra license for props to include the shield. We have the license for props DC, that's why we could include it with the Wonder Woman bust, but with Marvel, no shield, but maybe the helmet. I'm not sure if I can.
There are a lot of 1-to-1 shields out there available.
Yeah, I was just thinking that you can hang the shield on the wall and have the bust in front of it. That would look incredible.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Man, I get to see so many collectors going crazy for that. Somebody asked also, I know we're getting off topic of what we're looking at here, but somebody was also asking about, is Thor a possibility as well?
As a bust, it's possible maybe next year. So this year, our plan, I think we've already revealed the first 2 or 3. So we're going to release the Captain America life-size bust, then the Tom Holland Iron Spider-Man bust. So it will be it will be the Iron Spider suit with Tom Holland head sculpt, and then because our first Loki was only licensed for China, we're gonna bring back Loki again, and this time he'll be a different clubs and just for the US.
Oh, that's so exciting! I almost bought that Loki bust so many times, and now to hear that you're kind of is it going to be a completely new sculpt, or is it going to be? Yeah.
So a lot of people would say, well, if you're doing the same character again, why does it take so long? But the issue is that we can't just release the same one as before, and if we were to do the same thing as 2 years ago, then we've not really made any progress. So this Loki is taking longer because we want to make it even better. We want to, if you stood the actors side by side, we want to basically say which one's which, and you won't be able to tell. That's our goal.
That's awesome. That is so cool. Loki's one of my all-time favorite characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that's just awesome news. I bet everybody's freaking out right now. It's some really incredible news from you guys. So thank you very much for revealing that. That's really exciting.
Comments going crazy right now.
Yeah, everybody's very excited. Is Spider-Man half scale a possibility? Josh is asking.
Yeah, it's possible. I haven't seen the plans for that just yet. But there could be more scales for Spider-Man, maybe larger. So 1-to-1 bust, maybe a 1-to-1 statue in the near future. Yeah.
It's awesome. Extreme Collectible or Extreme Channel, Mr. X asked about the base on the bust. I think you're going to give us a tour here in a bit, so we'll see a little bit more, and you guys will see exactly what you're going to be getting because it's just crazy. Let's do one more quick question and then we'll move on. Rogue related question. Batman rogues like Riddler, Penguin, and Two-Face do not get high-end statue love. Can John discuss if this is more a license issue or studios not wanting to tackle them? Can you speak anything about some of those comic book characters that we never see anybody make?
From my understanding, it all comes down to what has a good return. So for us to be able to make these statues and busts, we need to make some sort of money from it.
Sure.
We've got to make the money, otherwise we can't do this all the time. So from my understanding, some of the the popular characters, maybe they don't have the big enough collector market just yet. There probably is, but it's a risk to put the statue out. So in the future, what we will do is we might take more of those risks. And definitely the best thing to do for us in particular is to create like a poll and see how many people, if it just takes off and people are saying, let's have a Riddler, let's have a Penguin, then we'll just say to our artists, we need to make this. Usually it takes a while because our schedules are planned a year or two in advance. So our schedule now for this year is done. We can't change it. And our schedule for next year is pretty much done. So any new collectibles, we're looking at 2023.
Well, and I've said this before, not only your company, but other companies as well. And, you're a fairly new company, but you've made a giant impact in the amount of time you've been in the industry. And I always say, if you guys want to see characters like that, buy these products now. Like, buy what they are putting out, because the more successful you are, the more, like you said, the more likely Queen Studios will be willing to take some of those risks to maybe bring some of those, a Killer Croc or, just some of these oddball characters that not everybody does. So yeah, buy this stuff, guys. Make sure you're buying these products.
Yeah. So a point on that is similar to maybe along those lines would be the Batman Who Laughs. So the Batman Who Laughs we revealed recently is pretty, I think I saw it in the comments, it's very demonic.
Yeah.
and
there it is right there on the screen. So
yeah, this one's a little bit more, it will show the event so you'll see, but it is more demonic. It's very dark. So we do want to create these unique pieces like that. It's just, we've got to take the risk from time to time. We can't do it with every statue.
Oh, this, like you said, demonic is the word. Like, it is incredibly creepy looking. It's obviously kind of like a throne piece. Is this quarter scale?
I believe so. Yeah, I think 1/3 would be too big. I think it's quarter scale.
Have you seen this one in person?
No, I haven't seen this one yet. I'm hoping to see most of these on Saturday because we have our workshop here where we do a lot of work and most of the 3D sculpts and concept design. And then we have another location where we sort of bring them to life and sculpt them and print them, that kind of stuff. So I haven't seen this one just yet.
I'm really anxious to see the audience's reaction to this one because it's just so crazy and creepy looking. It looks really good. Since I have some of these up, let me go and talk about a few more real quick. We have this one that came out. This one looks incredible to me. Is this a comic book based piece or is this a movie based piece?
So this is from our, what we're going to call the museum line. So it's based on a comic book Batman cover. I'm not sure which one yet because there's so many. I'll have to confirm that. But it's based off of that. But what we want to do is create like a very artistic feel, very imposing piece. So this is the first, or no, it's the second maybe from the museum line.
That's exciting. This looks very Alex Ross to me, and I just love the pose. I think this one's going to be really awesome as well. So I can't wait to see this one at Wonderfest. This is really cool, and I think this is quarter scale too, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, what we're going for here is definitely what you mentioned, like the Alex Ross. It's supposed to be like the higher level of the artistry, like mixing the comics with like art, that kind of stuff in the form of a statue.
That's awesome. Well, I will be buying this one. I cannot wait to see it. So this is very, very cool. I got two more to show real quick, and then we'll get back to the other photos. We also had this revealed for Wonderfest. This is the Wonder Woman from 1984. This is part of that same kind of line, correct? It's all part of that same with the museum line.
Yeah, so it's not a true movie piece. It's more of like inspired by it's a little bit like the recent Wonder Woman that we released, where it's a mixture between the comic and the movie. Okay. And the main reason for that is our DC license at the moment. We're going to expand. We currently have a few locations in Europe. We're going to expand to Japan and Southeast Asia and all of Europe soon. But the majority of our licensing is in China, where the comic books aren't as well known. So we have to sort of try to find a way to mix it.
Yes. Well, your other Wonder Woman piece that, her hand is kind of with the lasso in front of her face. I think that we've talked about it a lot on the channel. I know a couple of us have ordered that piece. And I think you were the very first company to ever do a statue that's comic book based and movie based on the same statue, which I thought was brilliant. And I've seen maybe one other statue company now do that, but I'm like, you guys kind of set the motion forward, and I just applaud you guys because that was really creative.
Thanks. Yeah, we want to do some creative things, but then we've also got to remember there's some like purists out there. That
Sure. Yeah.
But,
well, you're never gonna make everybody happy. That's for sure. Yeah. I've got one more picture here too, and it will go back to Iron Man. This is obviously, I believe this is the Mark III bust, and this is also very exciting. You kind of talked about it that it might be on display potentially this weekend, so that's really exciting too. But I did want to show you that picture. In case people haven't seen that. So anyway, that's really awesome.
Just real quick, I think I did resend those Darkseid images. I'm not sure if they came through.
Okay, yes. Let me grab them real quick, and I'll put them in my folder. Give me just a half second here. Wow, this thing is awesome. Okay, I can't wait to show you guys. Okay, let me go back into this. All right, I'll go back into my screen share. And I'll show you those pictures there because it is just awesome. All right, should be. Let's see where they're at in here. Sorry. There they are. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This thing is awesome.
It's perfect.
Talk about intimidating.
It's not too big, but it's just the right size. It's perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah, like you said, this is definitely bigger than the original Thanos. I like this one a lot better. I think this one's even cooler. Man, that looks awesome. And who did you say this is posing with him?
So that's Mock. He's one of the co-founders of the company.
That's awesome.
There's 3 co-founders. This is Mock.
That's awesome. And then here's another picture here.
Mm-hmm.
It really gives you an idea of the scale. Like this is going to be very intimidating. I love it. You really captured his anger, his look in the face. It's really cool.
I think the artists have done a good job. I'm just looking forward to seeing like the final piece. So it's still work in progress right now, but I'm really excited to see this in the final.
It's got the JL logo on the base, I see.
Yeah, it's got which looks really nice. So I love the base. And of course, the other part of the base that we're going to see here in a bit is just incredible as well. So this is going to be a big.
Did the eyes light up? That was a question in the chat.
Do we have the? Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Oh, they were just wondering
if the eyes light up.
Sorry,
if they're asking if the eyes light up on Darkseid.
The eyes light up. At the moment, no, but it's something like I said, this is still work in progress, so we maybe can make that change. If maybe this is the best time now is to just give you a quick look. So
sure, hold on, let me quit sharing my screen here. Okay, there we go.
That looks even better.
Wow, just massive. Oh, it looks so good. Yeah, the crumbled base, that looks really good. Justice League logo.
Let's go on the side. Yeah, I'm just holding my phone, so please bear with me.
Oh, you're fine. This is great. Watch this, guys. Watch this.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's so cool. You got a little Easter egg back there. We were talking that, I really like what they did with the Arthur Fleck bust, where they had, something kind of similar with the scene behind it. And I just think this is so clever that you have him here on throne. So it's the best of both worlds here. You get two statues really for the price of one, which is really cool.
Yep.
That's really neat.
So still work in progress. So hopefully we can show more in the coming months, show some more updates.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for showing us that. That's fantastic. All right, so let's move on then to another reveal here. Let's go back into my screen share, and we'll talk about it here. All right. Let's see. We should be ready for. Let's do this one right here. This one's pretty exciting as well. So this was obviously shown, lots of buzz about this piece. This is a 1/3 scale Catwoman from The Dark Knight Rises. Of course, Anne Hathaway. We saw this teaser, and then we also got this, which is just mind-blowingly beautiful. I think you guys absolutely captured Anne Hathaway here. Now, will this particular piece be silicone-based head, or will it be a polystone head?
Polystone. So with the smaller scales, we don't do any silicone under half scale at the moment. So with these hyper realistic polystone sculpts, we're working with some of the best artists in China and in Asia at the moment. So the artist for this, maybe my pronunciation of the name's not right, but I think it's Yelem Choi from South Korea. So they've worked with us to get that paint really as accurate as possible. But of course, we have to get the sculpt there as well. And then our other artist partner that's joined the company to help us out is Viper. So Viper is really well known in China, Taiwan, and Chinese-speaking countries. And he's also going to work with us on projects like this, where we're going to focus on making the most realistic quarter scale and third scale statues of polystone ever seen. That's our goal.
And it's it's sculpted or rooted hair, or options for both.
So we were hoping to share the full prototype today. However, we weren't able to get the head sculpt shipped to us in time because we're having the hair rooted on the top. So I mentioned, I think last time I was here with the third scale Joker, we had some issues at first with rooting the hair onto polystone and getting the hairline correct. So what we have to do now, we found the best way is to sculpt the closest hairline to the face. We sculpt that part and then we layer over the top with the hair, and we root it that way. So
interesting.
That should be coming in the next day or two, ready for the show, and we should be able to have the full reveal at Wonder Festival this weekend.
Looking at this image, I'm just blown away that this is polystone. Like, it is, the skin is flawless, and the eyes, it's just, it looks like glass eyes. It's just really incredible. And like you said, this is really next level stuff here. And I'm blown away by this face sculpt. Just absolutely gorgeous.
Is there any reason you chose polystone instead of doing silicone on that? Because usually you guys do a lot of silicone pieces.
So at the moment, the J&D, I'm working with the third scale silicone. For us, we feel that we can get the best results in the smaller scales with polystone. Maybe in the future we could try, but right now, I think with a few of theirs, they look great, but sometimes the face, I think, doesn't look as accurate. Whereas with this, if we work really hard on the sculpt and we work with the right painters, then we can definitely achieve the same results or similar. Yeah. The only difference is when you touch it, it'll be different.
Yeah, definitely on the right track. It looks great.
Yeah, I think this looks way better than silicone. I'm just blown away by the quality here. It's just really great. Again, you can only imagine 1/3 scale, how massive this thing is going to be, how impressive it's going to be. Here's some behind the scenes exclusive photos provided by us from Queen Studios. Here you can see kind of them working on the suit itself, the Batpod, some of the texturing here, as you can see. Of course, Anne Hathaway's suit. I think most people are very familiar with. And here they're working on the tires. This thing is just going to be an incredible centerpiece. Is Queen Studios really excited about this piece, John?
Yeah, this one, again, we've known about this for over a year. And this one we've been really excited about because I think it's the first one of ours where we've incorporated like the Batpod or like a vehicle into the statue. So it's something new for us that we want to show, get some feedback.
Chris, I'm sorry, one question. You brought up a good point the other night. Is Anne Hathaway completely removable? And would there be a possibility that a Batman could be made and swapped out for her, or future plans for a Batman on a Batpod?
So from what I've seen, is she can be taken off, but this is just a prototype right now, right? So let me check on that, and we can answer those questions. I'm sure we'll get similar questions. So as you can see from the post, she's leaning on it. She's not actually holding on. So maybe it's possible we could do like a switch out.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So after this, I'll make a note of it and I'll speak to the guys here and see what they think.
Yeah, as soon as it was revealed, everybody was really excited about that. But then there was some comments were like, well, why didn't they do a Batman instead of Catwoman? And then that's like, well, maybe they could just swap them out like that. That would be an incredible option. You could sell a deluxe version. You could sell individually, however, if you wanted to, because you already will have the Batpod made.
Yeah, half the work is done.
Yeah, half the work's done. And I think that would appease every collector. And like, if it was me, like if I was buying it and you offered both, I would buy the deluxe. I would buy both to be able just to swap it out and change it out every once in a while in your collection. But I am very, very excited about this piece. I have a feeling that is going to end up in my Batcave. I have no idea where I'm going to put it, but I think it's going to be a big, big hit for you guys. Absolutely. So thanks again for taking that feedback. I think that'd be really cool if you guys can make that happen. So
that would be another first.
Yeah.
First the comic and movie portraits, and then swappable characters.
It's not out of the question. Like with the Joker 1/3 scale, and the Batman 1/3 scale, we did create like a unique base, so you can display them both together to create either the jail scene or the scene the interrogation scene or the jail scene. So maybe we could do something similar, Batman on the Batpod. It's a great idea, so I'll ask.
I want to tell a story here. We talked about it last night when we were doing our Lego build. Whenever you first revealed the 1/3 scale Joker, which I have back here, right here, I was not impressed. I didn't really think it was very good. I didn't. You mentioned the hair wasn't quite right. This piece is one of my all-time favorite pieces I've ever owned. I absolutely love the quality. I love this sculpt. It looks just like Heath Ledger. The fact that you guys continue to take that feedback and tweak and do right by the fans, like I'm forever indebted. Again, it's so awesome to see what you guys are doing. Because again, this Joker, I don't know if there'll ever be a better Joker made. Like I also ordered your 1/4 scale piece. I'm getting that one too. But I love this thing. I love it, and I just really appreciate taking that feedback and going back and tweaking. Just says a lot about your company.
The 1/4, in my opinion, is the best one we've ever done. The 1/4 face to face is incredible. So hopefully we just continue to exceed your expectations.
That's right. Well, I can't wait to own that one. I'm going to buy everything you make of Heath Ledger. So I'm going to have a whole Heath Ledger display. So I'm really excited about that. So that was a day one pre-order for me. I love it. I love the grenade scene. That's one of my favorites. So really, really cool. Okay, let's go back in. We got we'll move away from Catwoman here and
just quick, just to ease people's minds, because that piece did not have magnets. So going forward, the statues will have magnets or make sure they don't move around.
Yeah, I'll have to ask about that. It depends on each pose. I think the pose dictates whether we can actually use magnets or not. I know for this piece, the way it sits on the bench, I think it's okay most of the time, unless you like live in Japan or that's where the earthquakes.
Yep.
Then that's an issue. But yeah, we'll definitely pass that feedback on, and we've heard this very similar feedback here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, appreciate that. All right, let me go back in and we'll look at our next big reveal here. There we go. And let's take a look at this guy. So this was teased also. This is based on a cover from Dark Knight's Metal, of course, Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder. And this is an incredible Batman on Throne piece. Let me just kind of give you guys the full effect here. Tell us a little bit about this statue, John.
Yeah, so when we released this, we did have a few comments a few questions like when did Batman ever sit on a throne? And the answer is you've nailed it. It's the Dark Knight's Metal series, and our art director likes the darker side of the Batman character, so that's what we're trying to portray here. So it's pretty much pretty accurate to that cover, but we've added a few things here and there to make it more detailed as a statue. So there will be 2 versions of this. The extended version will include the character behind it. I'm not sure what that is. It's like a demonic angel. The extended version will include that, and if you buy the regular edition, it will include a switch out hand, 1 head sculpt, and no centerpiece behind.
And so I do have a couple photos of the different head sculpts. We'll get to that here in just a second. So this is one version right here. Is this going to be the kind of the regular version?
Right now, I'm not sure, because what we need to do is just figure out which one's which, and then we usually create like a poster. I haven't been told which one's going to be the regular, which is going to be the extended, but I'm guessing this will be the regular.
Now this is pretty historic too, right? Because this is your first ever comic book based Batman piece.
Yeah. So we had another competition, maybe 2 months ago now, 3 months ago, where we had people vote on the next comic book piece that we'll make. So an update on that is we're just waiting for Warner Brothers to tell us which one we can make, and then we'll announce the winner of that statue. But yeah, this is the first one that we've actually brought through to fruition. So yeah, this is historic for us.
So this is very exciting, and I know that contest. I was incredibly excited about that, and my 3 favorite won. So that's really exciting that we're going to be getting that one of those poses, because I think all 3 were amazing. Let's look at this sculpt. This is fantastic.
So the extended version does not have the character in the background, so it would be just like Batman on the throne.
So the regular version, sorry, maybe I didn't explain well. The regular version will just have Batman on throne and a switch out hand and 1 head sculpt. The extended version will have the full centerpiece behind.
Okay, that's cool.
So it would basically probably be like cut off here, would be my guess.
It can be taken away. The mechanics of it will definitely share with the collectors, so they know what they're getting. Really, it all comes down to size and space. So we know that not everyone wants the full piece, because maybe if you've got like a small shelving unit, you can't fit the whole thing in. So, or maybe any size limitation. So we want to offer both options.
So he looks amazing, but I'm just curious because we were talking about it on the show. Based on the artwork off of the cover, he's a little bit more I don't know, Chris, how would you explain it? Like kind of like gothic looking, a little bit like more skinnier. And was there any discussion in the art direction as to make him look more like Batman as opposed to like more like horror looking?
Yes. So similar with the Hulk, the Green Scar Hulk piece, they're inspired by the cover, so it's not exactly matching it. So what we do is we try to find a way to incorporate elements from Batman as a whole, the character as a whole. So there will be some parts that you'll see and you could say, compare the cover, and you think, okay, they're not exactly the same. So it's more of an inspiration behind the cover. Same with the Green Scar Hulk. It's inspired by that cover. So we've added a few elements here and there to get creative. So it's not intended to be an exact match.
Okay.
And if you look at that cover, it's so dark that there would be no detail there. And like I feel like this, I don't know, I feel like this looks like a page out of a comic book. The texturing, the shading here, I love the way you guys have lit this. It just looks so menacing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You look at that cover, it's like it's hard to tell what's going on as to how he looks. And
so I you're talking about artist interpretation, or I think this is so much better than what that cover ever would have been. Just because it just looks really intense. and the details there. I'm just so impressed with the way that the colors and the textures look here.
That sculpt is crazy on Batman.
It really, I mean, look at that. It just looks so good. What are people in the chat saying about this sculpt? Do they love it?
Let's see. I think my mouse died, so I can't scroll.
Did you guys see the detail here on the back? Like all these skulls and the snakes. Look at even the detail in the base. It's got like chains. Are those real chains, John, on the sides? You look like it.
Yeah, they could be. For example, with the green, I've not seen as much of this one because it's only just been made. But with like the green Skull Hulk, when you look on the side, there's detachable pieces to that as well. So we do try to include some like miniature props as well.
Yeah,
to make it look as realistic as possible.
I see some miniature chains there on the whatever that is, the creature in the back, the devil. Really neat.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with the Dark Knight metals, so we'll be doing some more research too. We always, with every statue, we try to create the story behind the statue, and we create it as a blog post, and we share that on our Queen Studios website blog. And the reason why we do that is because we want to share as much information about the ideas, the concepts, and the creation of the statue itself. Hopefully in the future we can make it into a video series, but for now we create it as a blog post. So if you've bought a specific statue, go to our blog, see if you can find the story, and you can learn more about it there.
That is just absolutely incredible. So those are the exclusive reveals that we have. And obviously we're going to see much more at Wonderfest. But you did mention that maybe we could get a tour of your facility and see some of these prototypes in real life here.
Yep, definitely. So if you're ready now, I can give you a quick tour. So we recently moved to a new office, and it's a lot bigger.
It's like Comic-Con.
Yeah. So sorry if the camera angle is not very good. I'm trying to figure this out.
You're fine.
So this is the Iron Man, and then here's the Batman on throne.
Okay, that's cool.
That's cool to see him without the background, then, so you get an idea of kind of what you'd be getting.
Yeah. Sorry if a lot of these new collectible reveals for Wonderfest, I'm not all the information yet because we're trying to get them out in time. So anything I can't answer now, we'll share in time for Wonderfest. Looks
really good.
And then,
it's a pretty deep piece just in itself.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Sorry if I'm moving too fast. Yeah, so if I can try and capture the depth, it's quite deep. And
yeah, it is.
This could be a statue in itself, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not even with the wings. Like, it's still a big, good looking piece. That's awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of detail. Very creepy. Very creepy.
Okay. So then we've got Darkseid. We've shown before. So it's a bit shaky. And then if we move along, we've got the TGIF. So we'll be giving one of these away during Wonder Festival. So she has sold out, but we have one more piece available that we'd like to reveal and give away.
I'm going to put that banner real quick just so people can see that they are going to be giving that away. Will you be giving that away at the show or just online?
Online. So it's for our overseas fans. It's a interactive giveaway. So to help people get involved, that's one thing we want to give away.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, there's Wonder Woman.
So again, with Wonder Woman, it all comes down to lighting and pictures. We've seen a lot of comparisons made. I think if people use the right lighting, the right photos, she does look incredible.
Yeah. She does. And we always joke about it, like whoever takes the first photos are always awful. They're just always so bad.
It's with any statue.
Yeah, every statue, doesn't matter what it is. But I think she looks beautiful.
I love that.
So this is one of our original concept pieces. So this is called Seeger, the Storm Lord. So he's also silicone. And it looks a little bit like David Harbour, I think.
Yeah, it does.
If you look closely,
like from that Black Widow movie.
Yeah, and also Stranger Things.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then we've got the Justice League Batman.
It's Batman. So you mentioned the Henry Cavill Superman. Will this kind of be in the same vein, so to speak, of look?
Yes, it'll be very dark.
Awesome. Oh, very dark. Okay. Wow, there's that. Man, that thing is massive. That's awesome. The Transformers. He turned out really nice.
Yeah, this is the human size. That's what we're calling it, human size.
That's awesome.
So yeah, this is what I was talking about before, about the detailing and the mechanical parts, that we can learn a lot about this and try to implement it on Iron Man.
It looks great. I can't remember if I've seen this painted before. I know we saw the prototype at one point. That looks really good.
Yeah, I can't remember. Okay. Yeah, so the pieces on the arm are actually magnetized, so you can lift them.
Awesome. He looks so good. Oh, there you go. You got the weapons there too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would complement the bust really well.
And then also one thing that I really like, maybe not everyone likes this, but you can even see like the dirt,
the weathering
on the
mud
boots.
effect.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love that. I love that attention to detail with the the weathering. Looks so good. Yeah, that looks awesome.
And then we have the new Mark 85.
And you said that's going to be shipping soon, I believe.
Yep, within the next month or two, it should start in the first batch.
It looks great. I love the paint decal or the paint details on this one. Really nice. Yeah, again, you can just imagine these all lined up in your display. Would look so good.
Yeah, in our office, we usually have them all lined up.
That's awesome. That's a great office to be in.
I wish I was there right now.
Yeah, no kidding. I wish I was too.
Yeah, so you're right. This is the battle damage version. I couldn't quite see earlier, but
I love that battle damage. I think it looks so good with the scarring on the face. It looks so good. Just definitely tells the story.
Yeah, I like this piece a lot as well. I think out of the two, this is my favorite.
It's awesome.
Just pan out a little bit, and then again, this is also a personal favorite. So
yeah, that's great.
We've got the heart, and then so the detail in the eyes. I'm not sure how much you can see there.
The glass eyes is beautiful.
That's insane.
Yeah, so they're all custom made.
It's just beautiful. We have a collector that just received this actually this week, and I believe they're going to be reviewing it for us for the channel. Awesome. And he is just in love. He loves this piece. It's so perfect. Really creative base.
Yeah. And then we have these three guys, the comic Batmans. So the black with chrome eyes, the red and black, and the red and blue. And then each one has, two have the same webbing, and one in the middle has a different webbing. And
different eye swap outs too, if I remember right.
Yeah, so we have like this. So here we've got the open lens, and then
that's cool.
Here we've got the more closed lens. So slightly more closed than the other one. Oh, it's closed on this side. Sorry.
Yeah. That looks great. I love those.
Also, it's got like the comic book style shading in the eyes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's another feature. I'm not sure if we captured that in our promotional images, but I'm trying to capture it now. Yeah.
Yeah, you can really see the white. It looks really great.
I look in the black.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That hatching looks really. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that either. That looks really good.
And then
I'm really excited about your comics.
Yeah, so this is how our Captain America will look. Not exactly the same. So the bottom half of the jaw will be silicone, and then the top half of the helmet will be polystone. So Captain America is very similar. So with Captain Marvel, at first she wasn't that popular, but when we started shipping, all of a sudden the orders started coming through. So I think people have to see this one in person to really appreciate.
And the price point on her was really, really nice. You've had some really great price points for your bus, and so I think that's probably why she sold so well. Is people were really thinking she was nice and affordable, and it's a great piece, and she lights up.
What's the full size horse?
The full size.
Are we getting a full size Wonder Woman on horse?
So this is the new 1-to-1 horse series.
Wonder Woman on horse, full scale.
Is there? I know you showed me earlier. I don't know. Oh, sorry, you got more to show. Go ahead and keep showing.
Yep. So then we have these are two exactly the same, actually, both sculpted. And then we have Spider-Man below, Iron Spider. So sorry if the camera's not great. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, yeah. So we've got the Black Panther, and then the Hulk, and then there we go.
This is insane. I'm like on overload right now.
They're all so good.
So
I love it.
The base for this is pretty incredible up close. I think you really have to see this up close to really appreciate this one, on the base in particular.
Doing good. I feel like I'm there.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I love that piece. I almost bought that a number of times too. Trying to stay focused. It's hard to do. It's so good. There's Loki.
And then Loki. So interesting here on the shoulder pad. So that's signed by Tom Hiddleston on this one.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
So the new Loki will be slightly different and hopefully an improvement, even though I think this is pretty accurate already. So we're just going to keep working hard on that.
That's awesome.
And then on the top, we have the cartoon series. So the Aquaman, which we've shipped some to Europe already, to Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, and also in China and Brazil.
It's a fun series.
Yeah, I really like this. We try to replicate it with Marvel, but it's not as easy. And then this is another brand of ours. This is probably not as popular with our collectors, but in China this is really popular. So these are like small characters, and this is based on Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
And then these guys, hopefully we can release overseas eventually. So these are our Artoon series. So they're more 15 centimeter tall PVC figures, and they're similar to what's on the market already, but we're trying to get more detail in there. So we've got the Batman and then the Joker.
They're fun. Yeah, easy to collect those. Yeah.
Yeah. And then here we have the 1/3 scale Batman with Bale head sculpt. So this is the sculpted hair.
It's awesome. He looks so good.
And then again, the cloth cape and the Batmobile inspired base. And then also, awesome. I've forgotten the name of these things.
It's the gauntlet.
And then the tactical belt as well.
Yeah, this one turned out really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole collection. And then if you see, as you walk in, there's the 1-to-1 scale, Mark 50.
That's awesome. Now, you showed me one other piece this morning. Are you able to show that to us too, or is that still not ready? Just to be seen.
Which one? I can't remember.
The Catwoman. The Catwoman on Batpod.
Let me see if I can.
Okay. All right.
Everyone's in.
We'll go snooping around a little bit.
It wasn't the life-size horse.
I don't think I can show you actually because there's another work in progress right next to it. It's the Iron Man Mark 1 half-scale statue.
Oh, there we go. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I don't have the. I'm not sure if I can show just yet. So.
Okay. Well,
if you guys tune in.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we'll see her this weekend.
Yep, this weekend we'll be showing a full booth tour. We're trying to get long videos of each collectible, and then we're gonna hopefully chop them up and for the different channels that follow us and share our content, we're going to try and make those available. So if you follow a certain channel like Mr. X or Batman Statue Collector, or any other channels in Europe, Southeast Asia, Middle East, we're going to share the content. So hopefully the fans can sit at home, grab a beer, and just see what's coming out.
Absolutely, and we're going to be showing all of that footage, and so thank you for providing that to us. And I know we'll probably have a reaction show as well to talk about all the new reveals, and just share that excitement with the community like we're doing tonight, which is just really, really fun. Do you have a piece that you're most excited about?
From the show, there's one or two that we've not talked about today that I'm really excited about. From what we've talked about today, definitely Catwoman. I want to see on the Batpod. I want to see that 100%. Can't wait for that. And then personally, I'm hoping we get a Bane later this year. I'm hoping it's quarter scale or third scale. I know there's plans, but I'm not sure if that'll come through. So that's my hopes for this year.
Okay. I didn't catch who you said. Who did you say that you were hoping for?
Bane.
Yeah, I've seen a few people ask for that.
A Dark Knight Rises Bane?
Yep.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm really hoping for that. I know it's in the plan, but I'm not sure when. It could either be this year or next year.
Is there any talk, kind of rumblings about going backward toward the Dark Knight and doing like a Two-Face or any of those characters? Have you heard anything?
So we've seen the comments about Two-Face. Again, we're not sure how popular Two-Face would be. I know there's not many around there, so maybe we could do that later. This year, next year, I've not seen any plans for Two-Face in particular. Maybe we want to have a licensed Heath Ledger Joker bust. That's on the way. In our old office, I think you saw this, Chris, we had a 1-to-1 scale Heath Ledger Joker statue.
Yes.
That was made just for our office. So hopefully we can bring that out licensed as well.
And that was I had that original bust, and it was just incredible. And all the steps you've taken since then, and every product has gotten better and better. The more realistic, and it's just incredible to see what you guys have been able to accomplish in 3 years. I mean, it's just been crazy to see just how much you've grown, and it's just really neat. Do you have a couple minutes? I know you have to probably leave soon. We've been going about an hour and a half now. Do you want to answer a few questions, and then, or do you want to talk about the other giveaway first? Do you want to do that first?
Yeah. So for the event, like I mentioned, we were hoping to go to San Diego Comic-Con last year and this year, and for obvious reasons, we've not been able to go. So for these events, my job and my small team, we want to try and bring our collectibles to you, at least in your home, and also give you some giveaways that you'd usually get if you went to the event. So we have 2 giveaways planned. So we just mentioned the TGIF giveaway. So if you want to show that. To win this, we'll be sharing more information. I'm not sure if you can add in the link in the description after this recording ends. There's a link to our website. If you go to queenstudios.shop, SHOP, you can find more information on how you can win a limited edition 3rd scale TGIF statue.
Yeah, I will absolutely. I'll just say I'll definitely add that to the show notes in the description so people can click it.
Yeah, and then the second. Yeah.
No, good. Sorry.
Yeah, the second giveaway is we're going to invest more now in content and create more video content. So we still want to collaborate with people in the community like you, Chris, and the other guys. But we also want to build our own channel with some more content that's just purely for fans as well, and that we can release on a regular basis. So to do that, we want to build our channel. And to build our channel, we have a special giveaway, which is launching on this episode. So the subscriber giveaway, to win, all you have to do is subscribe to the Queen Studios YouTube channel. So if you type in Queen Studios in YouTube, you should be able to find us. Subscribe to our channel, and you also need to make the subscription visible. So just for a few days, change your preferences to open so that we can see who subscribed, and then the winners will receive a 4K handheld camera. So these cameras are incredible. They're about this big, and you can plug in your phone on the side, Android or iPhone, and you can create really great high quality 4K video. So you could take it to Comic-Cons, you could video your collection, or even hanging out with family and friends. These are awesome cameras. They're worth around $300.
Yeah, those are good.
So we'll give away 2 of these for new subscribers to our channel, and
That's
even
awesome.
old subscribers. Yeah.
That's it looks like a DJI. Is it a DJI camera? It looks very similar.
Yeah,
It's DJI. Yeah.
And those are great cameras. They're very compact, very easy to use. It's really a lot of vloggers use that too. Like for conventions and things like that. So
it stabilizes when you walk around, and also you can set the camera on a face, and you can walk around and it will stay. So they're really cool cameras. So hopefully, 2 subscribers of yours or of ours will win.
That's awesome. Well, definitely, like John said, definitely go check out the Queen Studios the YouTube channel. And you have a website as well. You mentioned .shop, and you can also visit that webpage as well. But definitely subscribe in order to win, or for your chance to win that camera. And then also, of course, they're giving away that awesome 3rd scale statue. So that's awesome. We're really great giveaways for you guys.
So Ro Moreno had the same question I had. So as the return of conventions are coming back, any plans of attending New York Comic-Con or in the future?
So I saw some chatter online about New York Comic-Con could be returning this October. At the moment, leaving China is easy.
Yeah.
Coming back is almost impossible.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah.
It is returned. Tickets are going on sale this Friday, but yeah, like you mentioned, it's like you said, it's not easy to travel.
Yeah. So we do have a partnership with Elite Creature Collectibles and their parent company, Toy Army. So we'll speak to them and say, if you guys are going to go, we'll provide the samples.
That'd be great.
We can't show everything because it's down to licensing. We spoke to Marvel recently, and if we can get our prototype of the Captain America bust and the Captain America half-scale statue, he can go with DC. There's definitely a possibility in the next 2 to 3 months where we'll get US licensing. If not, we're hoping to work with a North American distributor with licensing. And then for Alita, globally licensed, so we're definitely able to send Alita.
It's amazing.
Extreme Collectible says, just send all the statues to me. I'll man the booth. I'll just be there with my little booth.
I'm in New York. Just man.
Yeah, to say Eric's in New York. That's right. we could definitely be your
contacts here. I'll just bring him in.
That's right. Well, that I think I am just blown away by all of the reveals over the last month. I know there's things that we haven't even seen yet that are going to blow our minds, but I think some of the biggest news tonight was the possibility of that North American license, and I think that's going to be massive for you guys. I think it's going to be incredible, or even if you get a distribution deal, which would be amazing. But just congratulations, guys! Like that's a big deal, and I'm sure you guys have been fighting for that for quite a while now.
Yeah, so behind the scenes, we work really hard to get the licenses, and we've got various partners in different countries that can help us do it. And it's always a challenge, but we keep pushing for it because we know that the fans want to see the collectibles and order the collectibles. So my goal and the team's goal here is make them available as many places as possible.
That's awesome. Do you have a few more minutes to answer a couple questions before you head out?
Yeah, can I answer questions? Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can find a few in here. Let's see. Jared says, any plans for a Christopher Reeve Superman?
A lot of requests for this. At the moment, no. But we won't rule it out in the next couple of years. Like I mentioned, this year's schedule's full. Next year is almost full. So hopefully we will do in the future. Maybe
if I could piggyback on that question, you're doing that museum line with Batman and Wonder Woman. Any plans for Superman next?
So let me check. I can't answer that right now. I think not just now. I know.
Okay.
From what I've seen, it's Wonder Woman, Batman, and there should be one more. I think we're gonna have 3 from that series. I can't
Okay.
remember if it's Superman or not.
I bet you it's going to be Superman
Yeah.
if it's the Trinity. Because if you have Batman and Wonder Woman, I bet you're going to have Superman. That's really cool.
Yeah. So if someone's asked that, what we'll do is after this video, we'll go back to our artists and we'll write all the answers in the comments.
Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of chat in the
so-
groups that that thought you were doing 3 movie pieces, but you made it clear that it's going to be like kind of like mixed comic, mixed movie.
Yep.
Okay.
I apologize to Emerson. We have a $5 super chat. I'm sorry, it doesn't always show on my end. So thank you very much for supporting the channel that way. $5 super chat. He's asking, how about a 1/4 scale Wanda, like a Wanda Maximoff? Is it still happening?
Yep, 100% still happening. From what I know, hopefully July or August we should be revealing. Because of the detail that's in these statues, the approval process is quite long. So when we spoke to Marvel, at the moment, the studio has to approve any statues we make that are with the likeness of the character. And at the moment, the studios are making the TV shows like Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision. So they're really busy with that as well. So we're hoping to get that as soon as possible. And also hopefully soon an interview with Andy Park on our blog. So Andy Park is the original concept designer for the WandaVision TV show and also Captain Marvel and many other movies. So we're going to be putting out more content along with the statue.
That's very exciting. So again, stay tuned to their YouTube channel for that kind of content. So that's going to be awesome. We do have another question, or a lot of people are asking about the various pieces that we showed tonight. All of those are going to be shown at Wonderfest. So the pieces that we showed, all of those countdown photos we did earlier, all the reveals, all of that's going to be shown here. So definitely check out the footage on Queen Studios channel, our channel, the Facebook groups, the website. We'll cover it all this weekend for sure. Matt T is asking about anything in the works for a Margot Robbie Harley.
Yes, there should be. From what I've seen, it should be, but I'm not sure what scale yet.
Would love to see something from the newer Suicide Squad costume.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've definitely seen the name in the line list, but I don't know when. So I can't say too much right now because I don't want to get everyone's expectations up and then nothing happens. So, but from what I've seen, yeah.
Patrick is asking about he's desperate for anything Batman 89. I know we've talked about it a little bit. I know that licenses are very difficult to get for Michael Keaton and some of those, Michelle Pfeiffer, all of these things. Any update for us on that for the collectors that might be hoping that we see one someday?
Hopefully the older movies, 89, that kind of thing, we will get to, but right now I've not seen anything just yet. I know maybe is it Prime One that's also working on that right now. I've seen someone else recently.
I don't think, as far as I know, Tweeterhead's doing the Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, maybe
Catwoman, which is a beautiful piece. But we've Prime One teased a Michael Keaton head sculpt probably 5 years ago, but then the license was so expensive that they couldn't get approval from Michael Keaton. One of the two. I know it was just very difficult to get from him. So I'm still hoping somebody. I would love to see Queen Studios do it. Man, imagine a life-size bust Michael Keaton. That'd be
amazing. Jack Nicholson.
Oh, or the Penguin. I would buy all of those busts. It would be awesome. Oh man, Emerson Flores, $20 super chat. Thank you very much, Emerson. He says, thanks for asking, Chris. I've been debating putting it off to get her from Queen Studios or wait for another company. I'll wait for Queen and Wanda. So he's talking about the WandaVision piece. So yeah, I'll definitely wait for Queen Studios because I know they're going to do an amazing job. I mean, it's just awesome. Emerson, thank you very much for that. That's awesome. Thank you. We have another $1.99 super chat from Josh McCoy. Is there a plan for a Mark 46 half scale? I'm assuming Iron Man there. Mark 46.
Can't remember.
That one is from Civil War.
The Civil War bust or the Civil War
suit.
I'm not 100% sure. There's a lot of it's hard to remember every product that we're going to make. So what we'll do is we'll ask here, and then we'll reply in the comments to as many questions as possible after. So whoever's leaving comments right now, leave them if you've got any questions. In the next few days, we'll just keep coming back to this live stream, this video when it becomes part of the YouTube collection, and we'll just reply to as many as possible.
That's awesome. Extreme Channel says, I can't imagine a life-size bust of Michael Keaton. He's saying that because he has a custom one, which is incredible.
Okay.
But yeah, we would love to see something official for sure. That would be awesome. Let's see. Is there any chance? I know we've talked a little bit before, and maybe things have changed about the female bust from like WandaVision life-size bust or Black Widow bust. I know last time you said that Disney was kind of like iffy, didn't really want that to happen. Has there been any development there at all?
None just yet. So we'll always try to work with Disney as close as possible to see what we can do. But sometimes certain decisions are made, and we just have to accept them for now. Hopefully in the future that'll change. But right now we're sticking to the male characters. Any female characters, it won't be revealed. It'll be quite tasteful. So that's the direction they're going for their brand. So we have to follow with that.
I have to respect that. That's right. Yeah. Eric's asking, are there any more Hulks in the pipeline that you've seen?
Hulk Buster, yep.
Hulk Buster, that's exciting. That's very exciting.
This Wonder Festival, look out for the Hulk Buster. That's one of the reveals that we've not shared yet.
That's exciting, man. People are going to freak out about that. That's for sure. Will there be a Batman Who Laughs bust? That could be interesting.
Batman Who Laughs. Yes.
Wow, really? Oh my gosh, that's going to be crazy. Oh, that's going to be popular. Wow, that is big breaking news there. That's awesome. That's really cool. And I'm assuming that'll be, because I know you're going to do that Joker bust. So we've kind of seen a teaser of that Joker bust. Is that going to be part of the comic book bust line?
Yeah. So our art director hand sculpted that Joker, comic book Joker himself, and that's been like his personal project. And he loves awesome. Batman Who Laughs. So from what I've seen in the plan, definitely there will be a Batman Who Laughs comic, obviously. So it will be hopefully coming together around sometime in the next 3 to 6 months. We've got a lot of different things we're working on, so yeah, just stay tuned. It's
okay. I know we're running out of time. Let me just do maybe 2 or 3 more questions here. Patrick says, any chance for a Doctor Strange bust? It says, or are you guys waiting on the new movie to release first?
So the problem is with all these questions is you're making me reveal all of our secrets.
I know. I'm sorry. we love it. We love it, John. We love it.
Yeah. So I can definitely say there's a Doctor Strange bust in the works. It's pending license approval and hopefully silicone, hopefully US licensed. But it all comes down to, does the talent, or in this case Benedict Cumberbatch, does he approve? If he approves, then we'll make it. Hopefully by the end of this year or the beginning of 2022, we'll see a Doctor Strange bust, silicone.
That's awesome. This is my favorite question of the night. Kevin says, will Queen Studios be making a life-size bust of me? No one would buy that. No one would want that. I love it. I love it.
If we could scale that, if we could find a way, maybe we could make like custom busts for people, or different people they like. So yeah, maybe you could have a version of you just go to the toilet, pretend that the screen's frozen, and come
That's right. That's right. It's too funny. I love it. One final thing. Somebody was asking about anime. Is anime on your list at all? I know you guys primarily have focused on the DC Marvel pieces.
So in the majority of our fan base at the moment is in Asia. So anime is big out here. We're speaking with various licensors over here to create something new for anime. I know in Europe, anime is quite big. So I'm not sure what just yet, but in the next year, possibly, maybe even NBA license in the next year. That's also something we're looking into.
That's exciting. That's awesome. Well, again, I cannot thank you enough for coming on tonight. This is just absolutely exciting. And I'm really excited for the event. Are you actually going to be there personally this weekend at Wonderfest?
Yeah, so this will be the first one in China I'll attend, so I'm really excited. So I'll be going, and I'll aim to be your eyes and ears on the ground. So if people are following us on Instagram, I'll be aiming to get some Instagram stories. If people join us in the collectors group, put in some requests. So if you want to see more of the Darkseid, Steppenwolf, Catwoman, let us know what you want. Maybe start a poll, and then what I'll do is I'll speak to the guys here and say, let's get more pictures of this, more video, and then we'll put them in the group. So even though you can't attend, we'll be your eyes and ears on the ground. Hopefully that's
Well, I could already answer that for you. It's going to be yes, 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 more of that, please. Yes, more of that, please. So we're very excited, and I will make sure I tag Queen Studios in all of the things that you share with me. That way that people can find out your social media. Again, please, if you haven't done so, definitely check out Queen Studios on their YouTube channel. And it's really exciting because it sounds like they're really going to try to expand that channel and bring us more content. So that's always exciting. And again, just thank you so very much for filling us in and giving us all this breaking news tonight.
I think he's frozen.
It's frozen.
Thank you
again.
for picking our channel to do that on. That just means the world to me.
okay. Yeah, great. Frozen again.
As Chris was saying, thank you for doing an amazing job. Thank you for being involved in the community.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. I just wanted to say thank you again for just everything, and thank you for picking our channel to reveal all these things on. It just means the world to me, so thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I think like the channel is really important, as I mentioned last time, because we want to make as much content as possible, but we've also, it's hard to do. And you guys put in a lot of time of your own. I know this is a hobby, so you love doing it, but it also helps us out, and it helps the community grow, and that's what we want to take part in. So we really love something like this. The only thing is sometimes we get difficult questions and making reveal our line plans a year ahead of time, but apart from that, it's awesome.
Yeah, well, we apologize for pulling that out of you tonight, but again, sorry, not sorry is what we always say, right? So, and again, just a lot of people are saying in the comments, thank you for sharing, John. Thank you for being willing to listen to the customers. A lot of people really respect that, and I saw many comments tonight. They were constantly saying Queen Studios is my new favorite company. Queen Studios is awesome. They're on fire. And it's very true. It's only getting more and more exciting each time we talk, each time you reveal something. I'm just really impressed with what you guys are doing. And just from the community, we thank you. Thank you very much.
Great, thanks. Yeah, just the final word from our side. We are still a new company, relatively new, 2 to 3 years now. So with some of our products, we might make a few errors and mistakes on the way. Our goal is to just keep improving, and we can only do that with your patience and time and feedback. So we're always listening. Just keep commenting, messaging us, and we're going to listen and learn and improve all the time. So thanks again for hosting, and I hope we can see you all at Wonder Festival online in some capacity.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, we're really excited, and again, we can't wait to see all the footage this week. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, cheers. See you guys. Bye.
Right. Thanks, John. Take care.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Wow.
My head's going like,
yeah.
It's like,
there's just so much, and like, I don't know, like I'm just still blown away by some of that, the America licensing and some of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. Not for our wallets.
Yeah.
But that's really exciting for them, and I can only imagine how excited they are, because that's going to make them grow big time.
Yeah, it's not easy to do, and they're a new company. And they did it. It's great.
Yeah, they did, and it's just I don't know. I feel like they've risen so quickly. Like I mean, I know like Tweeterhead's on fire right now, but that just kind of has come on the last year or so.
I think it's their accuracy of just nailing the likeness of characters, and these companies are probably like, yeah, you guys are doing great. Here's your license. Boom.
Borg Cube 1 of 2 says he said yes to a lot. yes, he did. I mean, that's exciting when people are asking, "Are you doing this?" And they're like, "Yep." "Are you doing this?" "Yep." And if they're not, we'll pencil it in, and maybe we'll talk about it. So that is really awesome. Aaron says, shipping to the USA would be great. It was interesting that I think he mentioned Sideshow.
Maybe, he hinted at Sideshow.
Maybe potentially a deal there. I think that'll be groundbreaking.
Points, payment plans.
Yeah, I think that would be insane. Lost Digger says Queen Studios, Tweeterhead, and J&D are really up and coming and improving their merchandise. Prime One and XM must be feeling them nipping at their heels. I would imagine, for sure. Competition is good in one way. I know there's only a certain number of factories, so it's we've talked about that on the channel before too. That it does create a little bit of an issue, and that's why prices are so high. But just knowing,
he said he was doing a lot of things in house too.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. And I don't know if anybody else does that. I don't know if anybody else does in-house. I mean, as far as I know, everybody else chips to China.
Hive is the I think they're in-house.
So that was really neat. Let's see. Lynn says it was so nice getting set answers from them, unlike trying to get blood from a stone. It's some companies are more private than others, and that's okay. Every company is a little bit different, but again, it goes back to the fact that, and I go back to that Joker piece, the fact that they listen so much to feedback, because if people hate a piece, guess what? They're not going to buy it. So it just makes sense for them to listen.
At the same time, it could be a bad thing because you can't make everybody happy, and there's always going to be criticism no matter what. So, I mean, hats off to him that he's actually listening to the customers.
Yeah. And that's big. Dark Ranger 7 says the humility they are showing as a new company is helping them grow. I sense more fast progress. John seems super down to earth. It's just so cool, and like they've been super humble to me. They're like, thank you for promoting us, and thank you for showing your excitement for these pieces, and it's just such an honor to be able to work with them and be able to help promote them, because I do believe in them. I believe that they are doing really great things, so it's really exciting. Is there any pieces that you guys are excited to see fully revealed this week? I'm going to say mine's the Catwoman. I'm really excited to see her.
Jeff, you can go first. I'm thinking that there was so much.
Probably the Batman Who Laughs. I'm curious to see the rest of that.
Me too. It'll be
the Iron Man things. Sounds like there's going to be several.
Yeah.
Now I know you collect, the Avengers line. Would you ever collect a bust?
I don't know.
What's funny?
It depends on the price.
Like for some reason I thought as soon as he said Captain America life-size bust, which I don't even know if they've ever said before.
No.
I can't remember them ever talking about. And he also mentioned a half scale, which I don't remember them ever talking about before. I could see you with a Captain America life-size bust.
With the shield behind it.
Or the half scale.
Yeah. I don't know. As soon as he said that, I thought, man, that would be maybe one that I could see you getting.
Yeah, Chris, you reminded me of something tonight. Like when I first started collecting, I always loved the way a bust looks with a quarter scale piece in front of it. It makes like a really great display.
They're great compliments. Some people, like I said, some people do comics next to it. Some people do like art prints. Like Dan's got some really great prints, behind his. But all of them work really well together. And again, I'll always remember was it the Mark 6? Was that the Iron Man one where he's going like this? The maquette, that original maquette. Somebody had that right next to the life-size bust. And I'm like, oh my god, that looks so good together. And so, I think that's really exciting.
It's fun. When I first started collecting, I actually bought an Iron Man bust, but
really?
I was new to collecting. I bought the Sideshow Mark III Iron Man bust, off of eBay. I thought it was the Sideshow Mark III Iron Man bust. It was from China. It was from China.
Yeah,
and it was a great deal.
Yes.
And,
I came across a lot of those too whenever I was first looking, and I was able to find, and the only way I could tell is because it had the base. The base had the Sideshow stuff on the bottom, and it had the art box. But I saw so many other ones just like you. I'm like, oh my God, they look so good, but they're not legit.
See,
so
it's like, I did not know that. It was like the first year of 2 of my collecting. I didn't know they were recast. And so I paid for it. I ordered it off of eBay. I waited 2 months. It never showed up. I'm messaging the seller. I'm like, hey, where's my Iron Man bust? And then I started, doing some Googling. I'm like, oh, there's recast. So there's probably a recast. I got my money back through PayPal, but I always think about that. I was like, wow, I almost purchased an Iron Man bust. I was like, where am I going to put this thing?
Yeah, it's just crazy, those knockoffs. I mean, they're not good. They're not good. But I mean, there's a reason.
I think their Sideshow's going to have to step up their Iron Man bust game, because
those were great.
The details they showed on what they've already done, and then that tonight, they're not even close.
We've said this a lot lately, and no pun intended to Prime One, but this is all really next level stuff. Like, it is off the movie screen right into your home type of quality, and maybe even better sometimes, because Hollywood's a lot of it's fake. It's fake stuff. Where this is like real polystone and it looks real. I was really impressed with the Iron Man pieces tonight. I thought it looked really good.
That's one of the things about the arc reactor on Sideshows. A lot of times there's nothing in it. It's a lot with a covering over it.
Yeah. So I agree. I think that they have definitely stepped up the game, and I hope they do challenge other companies. I hope other companies look at what other companies are doing and be like, holy crap, we gotta do something different. Because it's getting mind-blowingly good from just about everybody in terms of what they're putting out. And I just don't know how they could get better, but they really are amazing. It's going to be a fun weekend. I'm really excited. I need to talk to you guys off camera and see kind of if maybe we want to do some sort of reaction next week. Maybe we'll just do a early week Rogues Gallery reaction or something like that. I don't know if you guys would be game for that.
Could be.
Probably.
Okay.
I might have to rewatch this show just to listen back to all of the things he teased tonight. Cause it was crazy.
And like I said, on the they're going to be providing some of the channels this stuff. So I will be busy editing and attending baseball games all weekend. So I will probably get no sleep this weekend. But I will definitely be bringing you as much content as I possibly can for you guys. And I definitely do want to do a reaction show to give our thoughts on it, whether it's early in the week or whether it's next Wednesday. We'll see. I know usually we skip a week, but hopefully we'll try to get that in. Just thanks everybody for tuning in. This was awesome. I know we had, I think, almost 280 people in here watching with us from time to time. So that was awesome. Such a great crowd. Please, if you haven't done so, please hit the like button. That does help promote this video. It helps other people find it. So let me do that little smash the like button there. Definitely do that for me if you would. Share this video if you would in some of the Facebook groups and other places to let people know you had a good time. And again, just thank you guys very much for watching. I had a whole bunch of pictures. I have 100 photos. Maybe we'll wait till we do the reaction show to do those. I don't want to keep you guys another hour that would take to watch those. So we'll definitely check out all of those photos as well from the last couple weeks. Anything else you guys want to say before we head out tonight?
Just thanks to John and everything they're doing. Thanks for staying on the show for so long tonight. And well deserved.
Answering a lot of questions.
Yes, he did. It's so neat to have a company like that on here where they're willing to answer questions and reveal things they're not supposed to reveal. Which somebody said they hope they don't get John fired, and I hope that's the case. But I do want to thank John again and Queen Studios for allowing us to be their platform tonight. It's just, again, it means the world to me. And thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. If you haven't watched the Doomsday review, check out the video from today. I think you're going to enjoy it. Did you guys have a chance to watch that today?
Yeah, it was a lot. You could see the detail much better than the photo you shared in our chat.
Yeah, he's better in person for sure. Than photos. Like, I feel like a piece like him where he's so gray and white, it just kind of washes out sometimes in photos. Especially his head. Like, his head kind of blends into the photos, but I feel like in person it's like a lot darker, so it really pops. It's a great piece, so I'm glad people have enjoyed the video today. But anyway, we'll be back this weekend for sure. Tune in, guys, and we'll also be back probably early next week for our reaction show. Because I don't know if they're going to be doing any live streams. I don't think so. Maybe they will, but I would rather get you guys higher quality. So we'll improvise. We'll go from here. But thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks to the folks that did the super chats tonight. That was really great. And just again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here in the Bat Cave. Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Night.